We are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And welcome, Paige. Glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, so this is another Meet the Teacher. She is a VIPKid teacher who has also built a business. So I'm super excited for her and to hear your story of how everything happens. So you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've got two kids. Daisy just turned 1 and Carson turns 3 tomorrow. I can't believe it. So yeah, I just stay at home and take care of them and do VIPKid.
Great. So you're a mom, a teacher, and an entrepreneur.
Yes, just recently.
Aw, and a wife, right?
Yes.
James said, hi, Paige.
Hi.
You don't have the chat up, right?
I don't. Oh, I guess I can pull up like.
Oh, you don't need to.
I don't know. I don't know how to do that.
Sometimes it's really
like,
distracting.
With you. I don't like. I feel like that'd be because then I could see myself, and that would be weird. Yeah.
It is a little bit. I've gotten used to it, but sometimes it's really distracting. It used to be really distracting to me, but I think I've gotten a little bit used to it now. So,
yeah. Like, is it a little bit of a lag? Like, is it, and then, or is it right on point?
they have a lag. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's still good. I mean, I know things like StreamYard, you don't have that lag that we do here with Zoom, but I have used Zoom for a year now or over a year now. So it's just kind of automatic for me.
Yeah.
And actually, when I try to go live without Zoom, I'm totally confused. So, how long have you been with VIPKid?
I'm on my 5th contract. I'm going to sign my 6th one next month. So I'm super excited about that. I'm so looking forward to like my special hoodie jacket thing, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been really wonderful.
I was going to ask you about that too. If you're going to be a hoodie getter too.
Yes, I'm like, it's so cool.
When I earn that thing, I'm getting it too. But I've got a while.
What contract are you on?
Third.
Okay. So
yeah.
Halfway there.
You know, it's funny because when I started in August or last August. And then I went to Journey in November, at the beginning of November. And I'm like, had this first contract signed and I'm looking at everybody and they've got like, you know, whatever contract. And I'm like, wow, they've been teaching for so long.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, I started, when I started it, a friend of mine, I had seen it on my Facebook feed. It just like popped up and I
really?
saw it, and I had just decided to quit my job. I taught 3rd grade for 5 years, and then I got pregnant with my son, and I was going to teach for 1 more year, but then I decided to stay home instead. And so I was feeling unfulfilled. Like I would tell my husband, I don't feel like I've done anything today. And he would be like, you did do, like, you took care of a child, like you are doing hard work. And I'm like, right. It's not like there was something missing, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I saw that on my Facebook feed and I thought, this is a scam. Like this can't be real. Like this is way too good to be true. Teach whenever you want, make your own hours, pay you this much money, like this is not real. And then a friend of mine started doing it and messaged me about it and was like, you should do this. And I was like, you mean it's legitimate? And she's like, yes. So then that's when I signed up and started doing it. So yeah,
that's great. I know that feeling. When I had my babies, I started doing a paper route just so I could feel like I was earning a little bit of money and, you know, I was contributing that way. I didn't really know how good it was to be able to stay home at the time. And now my kids are like college or one is married and I'm like, man.
I think it's because I miss the kids, you know, like getting to form those relationships and interact, and which it did. I mean, that part took a while to come, you know, because VIPKid, you just get random students and it takes a while to get like your regulars, you know. And so, but now I've got pretty much that's all I teach are regular students. And so it's so great to form those relationships and get to know them and see how they learn and grow. Like, it's amazing. I love it.
It is. So how many classes have you taught, like the student you've had the most times? Do you know about?
Oh, man. Oh, it does. It will tell you, won't it?
Yeah, it does. I've had my little friend Helen for 146 classes now, I think.
Sophia, what did you say?
146. Yeah.
I've taught Sophia, I've taught 102 times.
Aww.
And she has taken 116 classes. So I am like her teacher. Like the classes that she's taken that weren't with me were when I took off for maternity leave when I had Daisy.
Yeah.
Like I am like her only teacher.
Teacher Morgan said you guys share a student.
Yes, we do. Yes. I've taught her a lot, 75 times.
Aww.
But she is amazing. Like, when I had to go on maternity leave, I'm friends with Mom on WeChat, and I was telling her, and she was like, Elsa doesn't like any teachers. Like, can you help us find someone? You know, and so I found Morgan on the level 1 Facebook group, and so I referred her to Mom, and Mom and also then that they just clicked, and so it's so fun to be able to collaborate with her and like think of ways to challenge Elsa and help her, you know, learn better. And it's amazing to me, like she is one of my most improved, I think, students. When I first started teaching her, the first class I ever had with her, she said nothing. She would not speak. And I remember talking to Mom and telling her, like, in the feedback, you know, it's okay, like she's still learning, we'll work on it together, you know, and now she's in level 2 and speaking and like repeating sentences, and like it's amazing. Like, so exciting. It's so exciting. I love it.
James said he's taught one student who's taken 57 classes and he's taught her 54.
That's great. That's awesome.
That's awesome. I have one student that's at 100 now, and he took one other class with another teacher. That was his trial lesson. So he was like, he's got these big cheeks. Oh, you know me and pinching cheeks. I just want to pinch his cheeks. And he's such a mama's boy. He gets the answers right, and he just hugs her. And I love them.
Can I hold up and show? Can I just show everybody my baby?
Of course.
Her cheeks are so squishable.
I was hoping you'd mention her.
She is just the cutest. Like, we did her 1-year photos. And like, I just cannot get over, like, she looks like a doll to me. Like, she doesn't even look like, she just looks like a little doll.
She does.
She's the cutest. I mean, I know I'm biased because like I'm her mom. But I think she really is cute. Like, I don't know. She's cute.
She is. And she's always just so smiley. And I love it.
Not always.
I have to live vicariously through Paige with her baby pictures.
I promise that she does cry.
You don't need to send me those videos. Just kidding.
Okay.
Paige and I shared pictures yesterday because my son was in the 98th percentile, like almost like her baby. And then my daughter was in the 28th percentile, almost like her son. So it's really interesting. So super cute. We'll have to share more baby pics. But it made me get out my albums and I'm like, oh.
Yes.
So I think you told us your wife for starting already. And you're a 3rd grade teacher. Wow, we are just rolling here.
Sorry, like it's, you know,
I love it.
Connect and go together.
Yeah, I love it. So what does your schedule look like now? I mean, you have 2 babies and.
Yeah. After I had Daisy, I cut back quite a bit with my teaching, and I really don't teach that often. I teach Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 5 to 7.
Okay.
So just 4 classes, 3 days a week. I was doing Tuesday through Friday, 3 classes a week or 3 classes a day. And then I was like, I'm going to get up 30 minutes earlier and teach 1 less day.
Yeah. That's kind of like me. I'm in Central, so.
Yes, yeah. So the time change really kind of actually couldn't kink because I was doing 5 classes a day because I would teach from 5:30 to whatever time, 8. Yeah.
Right.
And then the time changed,
9.
and you have to be done at 7. So, and I'm not about to get up at 4:30. Like, that's not happening. Like, those kids, like, what, because I didn't want to get up and teach at 5, but I was like, okay, fine. And it hasn't been that bad. But I'm like, sorry, like the kids I was teaching at, that was 5:30 and now it's 4:30. I was just like, sorry. Like, I'm not, like, that means I have to get up at 4:15. Like, I'm not. No.
I'm still at 7 days a week, and I teach a couple classes on Friday and Saturday, but like I said, I'm an empty nester, so it's kind of different for me.
Yeah. I will every once in a while do like a Friday, Saturday night.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but I've been doing those a lot less. It's really funny because I would do them actually more before we have the whole pandemic situation.
Yeah.
And I feel like I do them a lot less now. I don't know why. I guess, I don't know. I just, like, VIPKid for me really is just because I love it. Like, I really enjoy it. Basically, it pays for our grocery bill every month. Yeah, but, like, we don't need to have the income. So I'm not like, okay, I need to teach this many classes so that I can have this money for XYZ, kind of thing. And so I really just do it because I enjoy it. So if I don't feel like I don't want to teach on Friday night, then I won't.
Mine is because I can't say no. Like, I'm thinking, maybe I'll stop Friday nights, and then somebody will priority book me. I'm like, okay.
Yes,
but I did.
Oh, and I hate the new. I mean, I love it, but I hate it. The new, like, booking 4 weeks out.
Yeah.
Like, it locks me in because I'm like, I don't want to tell them no because I love them, but, like, I need to take a break. And I was like, Matthew, I am going to take the week of Christmas off. Yeah. Like, even though we're not going anywhere, like, we're just staying at home, so I could teach. Like, why not? Yeah. And, like, my kids wake up anyways. It's not like I'm, going to be able to sleep in or whatever. Just like, I need to take a break. Like, I've just been going. And so it's been really hard to say no to those booking requests for sure. Like, I feel really bad. And I do get worried, like, what if they can't get back on my schedule? Like, what if they drop off? Yeah. Like, for example, this one kid I taught her, was it yesterday or the day before? I don't remember. And it was a new to me student, which was weird. I rarely have a new student. Yeah. And her name was Apple. And I'm like teaching her, the class is going wonderful. And then end of the class, she's getting all excited and like pointing. And this boy comes on. And I'm like, oh, hello. And I'm like, who is this? And he's like, I'm Jason. And I was like, oh, hi. Wait, Jason? Like, my Jason? Okay, I taught this kid Jason like 80 times or something. And I haven't seen him in over a year. I thought that mom or maybe they were done with VIPKid, or maybe found a different teacher they liked better, or whatever. And I ended up connecting with mom on WeChat at the end of the class. That was his sister. And mom was like, yes, after like you went on maternity leave, like I saw you had a baby and like we could not get back on your schedule. Like, he could not book class with you. Like, anytime we tried, like someone else already had the spot. And I was like, oh my goodness. So like, I do worry, like if I have a favorite, if I don't keep booking with them, then like they won't be able to get back in. Right. Because I don't teach very many. Because I used to teach Monday through Friday, 5 classes every day. Yeah. And so like, I have a lot less availability now for my kids. And a lot of the kids that I do teach, they have classes with me like twice a week. And so that takes up like so a bunch of people were like, make a turkey and put like a feather for every, student's name that you teach. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. My turkey would have like 7 feathers. He'd be like the saddest looking turkey ever.
Hey, Kelly, thanks for coming. Let us know how your classes went this morning. Kelly, James, Amy, and I see there's a couple more on here too. Hi, everyone. Super fun. We were talking, I was just going to ask you a question about your regular too, and I forgot. But my friends are used to me forgetting and getting distracted. Speaking of distracted, how do you handle tough or distracted kiddos?
I like to use lots of props. I've got lots of, my favorite are like the clappy hands. Like that usually gets them back, I've got like a trumpet and my maracas. Those are fun.
Fun.
I have these like little, these are dog toys.
Oh, you're going to make my puppy run in here. He hears that one.
They love those. Oh, they love my train whistle.
Oh, makes me think of Polar Express for kindergarten.
Yeah, they love this. And like, I'll do this and show the little, like the AR sticker with like the train. They love that. I also really enjoy using puppets. I got this baby shark puppet that I really love. Usually gets them back in, you know. So I think, yeah, then like noise making kind of things usually always like get them back. Yes, because they're like, what is that? You know?
Yeah. Do you have a favorite level?
I love level 1. I love it so much. And you know what makes me so sad is like all my level 1 babies, they're in level 2 now.
Yeah.
I rarely get to teach level 1. Like I taught the old level 1 so many times. I have like all the songs memorized. I've got like, I could tell, you know, I have like the slides memorized, like everything. And I haven't taught an old level 1 lesson in over a year. Like, yeah, because and then they switched, you know, to the I've taught the new level 1 now maybe 3 or 4 times. I think, but I don't like it as much. I think
really.
I think it's a better curriculum. Like, I think it makes more sense to learn English in that way. I think the new level 1 should be like level 1, and then the old level 1 should be like level 2A, and then level 2 can be level 2B. Like, I think there you go. From level 1 to level 2 is so hard. Like, it is just, or maybe if they had 2 versions of level 2, like one for young learners and one for older learners, because I feel that the expectation for reading is way too high. Like Elsa, her dad is so concerned. He's like, she can't read it. And I'm like, she's 5. Like, not even an English speaking 5-year-old would be able to read this. Like, this is like 2nd grade reading material that they're expecting like a kindergartner to be able to read. Like, it's just not, I mean, it's just not possible. Like,
except now kindergarten in the States, they're expected to read and infer information, but we won't get on that soapbox. Right? Stepping down.
But I also do, I really do love level 4.
Oh yeah.
I do. I told myself I would never teach level 4. I thought that is too much. Like, I like the babies, you know. But when I got hired, I was certified for levels 2 and 3. Okay. And so I ended up with some level 3 regulars, you know, 3 of them. And they all 3 now are in level 4. And so when they were getting towards the end of level 3, I was like, I don't want to lose them. So I got my level 4 certification. Yeah. And then I was like, I'm never teaching level 5. Well, now they're getting close to the end. So I recently just got my level 5. I like 5. Yeah. I haven't taught any of the level 5 classes yet. But it's like, I don't know them, science. You know? So I'm just like gonna keep getting like to follow them up.
Oh, it's a lot of science. Yeah. So you teach them like stranger danger, pollution. It's funny because I used to have mostly level 1s with a couple of others sprinkled in. And then, like you said, they transitioned to level 2. And then I only had one on level 1, and that's the little guy I told you about. I've had him since his trial. Yeah. And he's transitioning this week. But now I have a ton of 5s.
Oh my gosh. The first 2 lessons in level 2.
I know.
Units. The first 2 units.
Yeah. Helen went through the same thing. Poor baby.
Like, they need to start it off with something fun, like food or colors or I don't know. Not school.
Colors would be good. Yeah.
And colors would be good transitional too, because they kind of know them already. So it wouldn't be so overwhelming with new information, you know? Yeah. But okay, why?
What's that?
Sorry, I was gonna say about level 4. I just love that you can actually have conversations with them about, you know, their life and their likes and what, you know, it's just really nice to get to know them as a person a little bit more, you know, rather than just like teach them.
I didn't expect to like 6, and I like 6 also. I thought I'm a
Is
kindergarten
6 the
teacher.
one,
I'd only like the babies,
is
but
6 the
I
one
don't
that's
know.
an hour, or is that 7?
That's 7. I've only had one level 7, I think.
Okay.
While I have you fabulous teachers on, oh, what was I gonna say, Paige? We were just talking about why do I keep doing this? I wanted to ask an opinion about something. Oh, so I was teaching a lesson today, and the slides for SM. So some of you that have watched my channel know that it drives me crazy. So I want to know everybody else's thoughts that are in the chat and pages. So it's sm, and they say sm when you click the little icon, and sn was sna, snake, and I'm like, not sna.
It would be a snot ache.
Sna ache, sma, smile. I'm like, it's not sma, sna. So I'm really having a hard time. Like, do I put in a ticket for it? Or is that just my own personal thing from teaching kindergarten?
They are so sticklers about synthetic phonics. Like, teach them synthetic phonics, and like, so I think you should.
Yeah,
That's
scale.
not
I'm like,
right. Yeah, that's weird. What lesson is that in?
oh, I'll look it up and
Because
see.
I don't.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
I don't think I've seen that.
Trying to remember. I'll let you know before the end of this. Okay. So how did you get started in your Etsy shop?
So
I know I skipped down.
it was actually Elsa. She is
Oh,
yes. She asked for no, it wasn't Elsa. It was Evie. Evie makes me so sad. Okay, so I taught this girl Evie for a long time.
mm-hmm.
Kind of a similar situation to Sophia, where I taught her most of her classes. And the last class that we had together, she asked for Pikachu stars, and I was like, okay, I'll try to make you some.
Yeah.
And I had never made any stars before, and so I was like, surely I can figure that out. I'll just do my best. And so I made her these Pikachu stars, and I was so excited to show them to her next class. And then the mom canceled. Like, she had a couple of classes booked with me, and she canceled them. And I thought, oh, I guess something came up, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was so excited because I had just found out about WeChat. And so I had made an account, and I was going to show mom my WeChat information at our next class. And I've never seen her ever again.
Oh.
Like, I keep pulling up her profile, and she's not taken any more classes. Like, the last class she had was the last one she had with me. So I think that they like stopped doing it. But, like, it just breaks my heart, because I was like, I was so close, like, to connecting on WeChat, and like we just like, I loved her so much. So that was like probably my first year of doing it. So I guess like almost 3 years ago now. And I would make stars. I made tons of stars, and I got on like the Props and Rewards Facebook groups. And I just made a post one time, was like, because I love it. I think it's so fun. Like, I love finding the images, putting them on. Like, I really enjoy it. So I was like, I want to make stars. And so people would tell me all the stars that they wanted, and then I would make them and put them on there. And then a couple of people actually messaged me privately and were like, you should sell these. And I was like, what? They were like, oh, you should sell them. And I was like, okay. Yeah. And so then I decided to start add them to my Teachers Pay Teachers store. I actually have a Teachers Pay Teachers store from when I was a classroom teacher.
Oh, great.
Whatever I made for my students, sometimes I would put it on there, to sell. And it wasn't like a big, I would make like $10 a month, maybe.
Yeah.
Like 2 people would buy my things.
That's great.
And so I already had a Teacher Pay Teacher store. So I added, some of my stores on there. And I was like, how do I even let people know that this exists? Like, I don't, because on Facebook, you're not allowed to, promote yourself.
Right.
Ever. And so I was like, I don't know. And then I don't remember who it was. Somebody was like, you need to get on Instagram. And I was like, oh, okay. Right. And so I get on Instagram, and that was a huge learning curve, because I'd never done it before. I have a personal account, but I'd never used it. And so I getting started on Instagram, and like, it is the best. I love Instagram so much. And on
You're
there,
so good at it.
I don't know. Like, I've made so many like friends and connections. Like, it's such a wonderful, positive place. So many helpful ideas. I've met so many amazing teachers.
Yeah.
And actually on there, Michelle's classroom.
Oh
yeah. She was fabulous. Like, I was talking with her and she gave me so many helpful tips, and she was like, you need to make an Etsy shop for your stuff. And I was like, okay, even though I have stuff on Teacher Pay Teacher, she was like, yes, you need to do both. And I was like, okay, yes, I will do this. And so then that's why I made my Etsy shop. And actually last month I made just as much in my Etsy shop as I did on Teacher Pay Teachers. Like, I made the same amount in both shops. So like, essentially having an Etsy shop like doubled my income. Like, that was super exciting. Sorry, my phone started ringing. Distracting me. And so yeah, she gave me so many wonderful tips. Like, this was my biggest takeaway from her, and I think was the best advice that I've gotten. Spend as much time creating ads, promotions, your like, preview art for the product as you do making the product.
Nice. Yeah.
And I truly do that. Sometimes I feel like I spend a little bit more time making that stuff than I do the actual product, but I think it really does help a lot. Like, get, your name out there, and to get, and it takes, I don't do it for every product because it just takes a long time, but I try for new things to make a video, because I think that just gets more people will stop and watch something that moves.
Right.
Just glance through, a picture. But yeah, so that's how I got started. It was all because of Evie, and I made her stars, and then it just kind of grew.
Yeah. I'm getting all like, can you guys hear the puppy, or are we good here? Because I don't know what he's doing out there, but I can hear like crash, bang, squeak, squeak, crash, bang, squeak.
It's all my fault because I squeaked the dog.
He's been doing it all morning. He's only 9 months old, actually 10 months today. So he's just a puppy. Aww. And he's just so much fun, but he's all puppy. Now that he's feeling good, when we got him, we didn't know how sickly he was. Well, not really sick. He was kind of sickly. He had some issues, but now that he's feeling good and everything, he's a puppy. James, I see what you're saying there with the schwa sound, but I feel if I teach a child to say sma, aisle, sma, aisle, it's not sma, aisle, it's smile. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me to teach SM as sm instead of sma. So Kelly sounds like her puppy. Yeah, so I don't know. That's just probably my own little thing, but I'm trying to make it so that they can blend the words together. So when I keep hearing the audio say sma and I don't know, all of the other words. So that was on, I believe it was this morning with Vivian. It was a Starlight. So okay. It was a...
I am not certified for Starlight.
Oh, I have Starlights booked all the way till January 20th right now. Like I have, Starlight is replacing a lot of my regulars. So I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do, because who's ever booking me gets to book before all the frenzies and everything. So they're going in there before my regulars can even book. So some of my regulars I haven't gotten to see as much.
LPs like booking you through January for...
I have through January 20th. So I think what happens is they can book 2 classes and then put in a 4-week request. And they're not the saved ones. They are 6 weeks in advance. Wow. Yeah.
Just for the Starlight trials?
I'm not really sure. Oh, now my phone's ringing.
The longest I've ever gotten a request for was for 4 classes in a row.
Right. So they can request the 4, but they book like the next 2 weeks and then 4.
And then 4. Oh.
Yeah. So all of a sudden I've got classes booked to January 20th and I was like, wow.
That's crazy.
Hope I don't want to change my plans, but generally I won't. I'll just teach. So let me pull back up your questions. Make sure if you have questions for her, you put them in the chat box. James, you're absolutely right. It shouldn't be small. I know, it just sounds crazy. He said he has Starlights until January as well. Yeah. Starlights are booking up. They're
I've heard. But
2 to 3 a day.
Like I said, like, I mean, I don't teach that many, and I don't, like,
Yeah.
if I was like, I need more, like, I would get more, but I'm certified the level 1 through 5, and I have a bunch of the supplementary, like,
Oh, yeah.
probably 10 or something, like, of the little extras.
Yeah, I've gotten some free talk ones lately.
Yeah. Which I've noticed, like, I only teach supplementaries like during holiday times. Like,
yeah, that's what I thought. But
big for them, and like the winter break, I'm expecting to have a few. But during like the regular school year, it's like just the major course classes usually.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I thought, but I wasn't quite sure. So I thought it was really odd to have some free talks this last week. Let's see. So are your favorite props your stars that you make? I love them. I just printed these out.
Oh, yay!
I'm so excited. They're so cute. Can I show them?
Yeah.
Okay. While you're talking, I'll show. These are her new stars. So go ahead. What are your favorite props?
My favorite prop is my dino puppet. I think for sure. I don't know, like, my stars I always use as a reward. So I feel like it's not really like a prop.
Oh, that's true. I use them as rewards, not props.
And
oh my goodness.
They're rarely like the only reward. I always do something else. Usually we draw a picture. So like they get a star and then like we draw a picture. But I love like using stuffed animal things. Like I have like a stuffed turtle and like my pencil. And I do really love the puppets. I've got all these little like Melissa and Doug puppets, you know. Oh yes, your turtle's so cute. Like I use these a lot, like the dog.
Oh, cute.
Cats, you know. And
do you see all of these animals? These aren't even half of what I have.
Awesome.
Because I had a cool shelf in my kindergarten classroom, like around a whole wall. And I couldn't put stuff up there because I couldn't reach. So I put a book with a plush, all from Kohl's. You know the Kohl's Cares?
Yes, that's like where both these are from.
Yes. So it's like a $5 book and a $5 plush. Yeah. And then it's super cute. So yeah, and I have boxes and boxes.
You gotta have dino.
Yes, I have a dino too.
Oh, this is my favorite. I got this at our grocery store.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm from Texas, and in Texas, we have this grocery store called HEB, and it's the best.
What is it?
HEB.
Heb? HEB?
HEB, but it's not called Heb. It's called HEB. H-E-B. In fact, his name is something Butts. So I think it was really smart. He didn't call it like Butts, like
right.
HEB. Like that was a good call.
Butts Grocery.
It's like the best grocery store ever. Like if anyone watching is from Texas, then you know what I'm talking about. Unless you live in the Metroplex, in which case I don't think there are any there. But like huge. I think it started in like San Antonio maybe area, so there's tons there. Like that's where most of their like factories are. But like they make the most amazing. Like
Amy said HEB is a bomb.
Yes, Amy. You know.
Texas twice. Once was for basic training and once was for more training. So. San Antonio. What's that?
Where are you from?
I'm from Boston.
Okay, wow.
You can only hear it if I get mad or, because I moved out when I was 18. So if I get mad or really excited or something, then you can hear it. Or if I'm around my family. They were here for Thanksgiving and I think it came out a little bit.
Yeah, you don't have an accent like at all, though. Like now.
Sometimes when it comes out, my daughter's like, "You're speaking Boston again," like it's another language, She said, "Yes, it truly is the best store." That's awesome.
I love HEB.
That
was one of the like so when the pandemic we had to stay home, and so my husband would go do the grocery shopping so that I could stay home with the kids, and he would mask up and and he was complaining about having to go. And he was like, I don't think you understand how stressful it is. Like, everyone is in masks. Like, it's very different. It's very stressful. Da, da, da. And I was like, let me go. So I went and I came home with like all of these additional things. And he was like, what have you done? I was like, it was so much fun. I've done this and this and this. And he was like, what have I done?
I could totally see you like that too.
I think that, no, that's not when I bought the pizza. I bought the pizza I don't remember. I think I did buy some props for my classroom at that time.
No, my husband shops less. Like, his costs are always cheaper when he goes by himself, and then me by myself. But when we go together, we can do some damage. Like, okay, so are you tech savvy, and what tech do you use in your classroom? Because obviously you're somewhat tech savvy. You've got those reels down. You've got stars.
I think I'm a little bit tech savvy. I think I'm tech savvy in that if you give it to me and you give me enough time, I can figure it out. Because I'm not afraid to just click buttons.
I am.
I figure it out. And there's always Control Z, you know? Like, I do. And like, if I do something I don't want, then no big deal. So, yeah, I actually, when I was a classroom teacher, I was the technology integrations.
Oh, really?
Like, for our campus. So I would like help. The role was supposed to be to help teachers integrate technology in their classrooms. So teach them how to use like Kahoots or different, you know, stuff like that. And always, it was, my document camera is not working. Can you come fix my document camera? And always it was, Florence, you have to plug it into the wall.
Yeah. Restart your computer. I'm like, oh.
That's like, that's always like the first thing to do. But yes, I think my husband, though, like if I can't figure it out, he always can.
Yeah, mine too.
Very good at figuring out. And if you go and like on Instagram, like I love to make reels. If you don't follow me on Instagram,
you have to
follow me on Instagram. And I love making reels. I always crack myself up. I was so proud of myself yesterday. I made one. I always show them to my husband, and he never cares. Cause like,
I think they're great.
VIPKid, so he's like,
send them to me.
He's like, is that supposed to be funny? Like what? But yesterday I made one about going to the left, because you have to go the opposite,
right?
Like, left for them or whatever. And so it's to Beyonce's song, to the left.
Yeah.
And I showed it to him thinking he would think it was funny, and he laughed out loud. Like he actually laughed out loud, and I was like, yes,
accomplished.
I was so proud of myself.
That's awesome.
Yes.
No, you can seriously binge watch Paige's reels. I seriously have done that. They're just so funny. You should make a YouTube video, like a whole compilation. I could just like play all.
Yes, I should. No, so the tech thing, I actually really want to. I'm super intrigued by the OBS software.
Okay.
I thought about getting ManyCam for actually a long time, but then I heard OBS is free. So then I was like, ooh, yes, please. And so I was gonna try it out, but then I got a new computer to make my stars and stuff, because this one that I'm on is all 7 years old, which in computer age is ancient. So it was not like, it was taking so long, because like the image file would freeze when I was trying to move it and all that stuff. So we got a new computer, which is out there, and I need another monitor, because I like look at that monitor for my images to move them. You know, it's just easier. I mean, I just need it, but it makes it a lot faster and easier. And it stresses me out to have OBS, because you have to have that open and your classroom open. And if you're going to do like Google Slides or something, that would have to be open too.
That's a lot of RAM.
And that's a lot on one screen.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And so we bought Black Friday. We bought a monitor for my classroom. So I want to, over the weekend, try to get it set up and install OBS so that I can start using it, because I want to start using my stars digitally instead. Like all the stars that I make come with a PNG image file, as well as, you know, the printable PDF. So then I could just show them, instead of actually having to print them and laminate them and magnetize them, then I can show them on the screen for the students. And so I'm really excited to get that going. And there's some great tutorials out there that
Mm-hmm.
I've taken a look at a while ago, and I need to watch again to like, get it all set up.
Doesn't Morgan make things to to sell on Teachers Pay Teachers from Minicam? You could do the same thing with OBS, right? Like make your stars digitally so people can buy them and download them to use.
That's what I do. They're like,
but for Minicam, I mean for OBS, does it work the same?
If you follow Teacher Patrice on Instagram, she uses OBS and she uses My Stars a lot. I think she has a post actually about using My Stars in her OBS software. Yeah, because with that, all you have to have is an image file, like any type of image file on your computer, and then you can upload it to the Manicam or OBS software, and then you can show it to your student. So all of My Stars on Etsy and Teachers Pay Teachers, they all come with that file. So you can use them digitally or you can print them off, whichever way you like.
I print everything. My husband's like, you can live in this like digital world now. Like stop printing everything. I'm like, oh look, Paige is only 9 pages. And if I don't print the last one, which I did, it's only 8 pages. But I printed this.
Oh, that one, yeah.
I love it. It's really like such an awesome visual. So James said he runs dual monitors for his classes. He just bought Minicam for his laptop today through VIPKid. I bought it a couple of days ago, 2 or 3. And VIPKid even had like a Black Friday thing. So it was $22.95 for the year. So I was pretty excited about that. And then I got into Amanda Panda's Minicam kindergarten.
Yeah.
And I went to Amy Lou and Melissa's Minicam Wham Bam Minicam meetup. So
Bam Minicam, that's the best.
Yeah, super cute. Oh, my puppy just came in.
Aww.
I snuck a bone on his bed, so maybe he'll just lay there.
Can you pick him up and show him to us?
No, have you seen how big he is?
No, I'm imagining like this tiny little puppy.
Okay, I'm redoing my office, so it's a mess, but he is not. Where are you? Goliath.
That's a big puppy.
He's huge. He's 9 months old. 10 months today.
We have a little, we have a dachshund, so.
Oh.
Always.
They said he could be up to 82 pounds when I had his DNA. Oh, you can see my messy office. I just saw the replay. He took his bone and ran away. What a punk. Okay, back to what we were doing. Sorry. He's so cute. I just can't help it.
He is so cute. I love it.
So, do you have a favorite teaching moment or a funny story?
I mean, my favorite teaching moments are, I think, really with Elsa. Like, I kind of talked about her before, learning, so much, going from not speaking at all to, complete sentences. I remember me telling my husband the first class that she paid attention longer than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, Elsa paid attention for the entire class today. Because, usually it was like she'd pay attention for 15 minutes and then she'd be, Because when I first started teaching her, she was only 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot to ask for a 3-year-old. Their attention span, especially just on a screen. How are you supposed to? There's only so much you can do. And oh my goodness. I think there's been 2 classes maybe with her that she's fallen asleep during class.
Oh, I can't imagine them falling asleep with you. I could see I'm pretty bubbly, but in classes, it's a little different.
There was one class that it was 5 minutes into the class and she was already asleep. And I was like, Elsa, Elsa. I was singing and doing everything I know. And she was just out. And her mom came and she was like, I'm sorry. Class is over. We have to be done. I was like, oh, how cute. So, yeah.
I had a 2-year-old.
Huh?
I had a 2-year-old in a high chair.
What?
And he was in a little white tank top and he just stayed there and did the whole class. When I was brand new and I got one of those mentor talks, I paid my tokens and I got Lucy West and I sent that one to her he's 2.
I thought he had to be 3 at least.
Oh.
What? That's so crazy.
James, his favorite one. Oh, you posted in the chat the other day. I'm trying to remember which one that was. You'll have to remind me, or I'll go back and see. So I had a question on here. Is she a YouTuber? She is, but she's more known on Instagram, right?
Yes. So I started my YouTube channel because on the Crop Saver Works Facebook groups, I would post my stars, and people would ask, how do you use these? And so I felt that there was kind of a need for, you know, telling people how to use them. So I started my channel with just some tips and tricks and ideas of ways to use your stars in inventive and unique ways. Like my kind of phrase is, it's more than just a star, you know, because I'll write vocabulary words on the backs of them, or we'll have conversations about them. I'll throw them. I'll do like a mystery. You know, I watch my channel. I have like 15 videos or something, all with the different ways that you can use stars with your students. And so I discovered that having a YouTube channel is a lot of work. Oh my goodness. I would spend, you know, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour recording footage. And then I would spend 5+ hours editing it to make like a 2-minute video to post that then like 50 people would watch. Like, you know, I'm like, you know, I have a couple of videos that have done pretty well. Like I've made one about how to make stars. Like if you're interested in making stars yourself, there's a YouTube tutorial I made for that.
I watched that.
And then I love doing the roll a drawing rewards. Like I've made a bunch of these, and people often ask, how do you play this? So I also have a video about that. That's done pretty well.
Oh, that's from you. I saw that.
Yeah, but I found, like, since I got on Instagram, I was like, and then I was like, oh, I want to use my YouTube channel to try to get people to buy my stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But like, it's so hard. It's such a hard market, YouTube. Like, it is so, I am so amazed. Like, you are amazing. Like, you work so hard and do so many wonderful things. And so,
but I don't have to edit.
Yes, because you do lives. That's really smart.
Well, I do have to edit. I do have a bunch of upload ones, but for the most part, the interviews and stuff, I don't have to edit. So they are an hour of my time. You know what I mean? And they're probably my favorite because then I just get to chat to friends.
But, so then I got on Instagram and I was like, hey, I can do all of my stuff here and it's way less work and way more people are being reached.
Okay, so teach me your ways.
I don't really.
I'm so confused with Instagram.
I don't really do like every once in a while I'll have an idea. Like I made one just recently about how to make reels on Instagram. But this is why I'm just like, why? Because like I think 16 people have watched it. So I'm just like,
I don't know if I saw that one.
Like, whatever.
I'm going to watch it because I want to make some reels. Yeah. They look so fun.
It's more like how to make reels, like pronunciation videos for your parents to like send on chat, but you can use the same things that I teach you to make a reel for something else. Like, it's the same.
I have WeChat, but I only have like 4 parents on there. Let's see. James said about the whale and shark. Why are you asking me if you already knew? That's right. I remember you writing that. So he's trying to get the kid to, I think it was shark, and the kid said it was a whale or vice versa. And then when James gave him the answer, he's like, why did you ask me if you already knew? Amy, I can't run Minicam on my home computer for some reason. I had my laptop clean and reloaded with the op system because it will run Minicam. Oh, okay. Have you checked all your specs? Yeah, Amy's great at all of that Minicam stuff, so we'll let you two chat on that topic. All right, let's see. I think we're at the final 3 questions. Are you ready, Paige?
Yeah.
This has been so much fun. I think I could like chat with you forever.
Hey, me too. You're so fun to talk with.
Let's see. What do you think are the qualities of a good teacher?
I think dedication is really important because if you have a dedicated teacher, then they're going to be, giving their all, making sure that their students have what they need and that, they're going to get a good lesson. I think passion is really important. Like, I think it's really important to have a passion for teaching and a passion for what you do, because if you don't have that passion, then your lessons will be flat. Like, the students aren't going to enjoy it if you aren't enjoying it. And then I think it's really important for teachers to have patience, because you definitely need to have patience when you are dealing with children. And especially, I think patience is important when teaching an online ESL learner.
Yeah.
It's so important to give them that wait time. It's amazing what they're able to accomplish if you just wait.
Yeah.
Wait 3 seconds longer. Like, when you feel this feels uncomfortable, wait 3 more seconds.
Yes.
And I bet you they will respond.
Yes, I agree. I was so thankful the other day. This is kind of tooting my own horn, but I just want to say, because I was so excited. So a couple of my videos were used in a workshop the other day. And I am patient when it comes to kids, but I'm not patient for other things. Like, I can't sit down and craft. Most of you know my ADHD. I'm just like, my sister and I got everything ready to craft pictures. What was that called? Scrapbooking. And I got everything ready and I sat down. I'm like, I'm out. Like, I just couldn't sit there. And then someone had said in the box, like, this teacher has patience. And I was like, oh, thank you. They said wait time. I'm like, oh, good. Because I know I'm not patient for everything. So it made me feel good that they said I was patient for the kids, because I really try.
Sometimes you just only have so much and you use it up all on your students.
Right?
There's nothing left for anybody else.
Like by 7 a.m. when I'm finished teaching.
Yep.
So, all right, here's your big question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? 1 year, 5 year, 10 years? What you got?
Okay, so 5 years from now, I honestly see myself doing exactly what I'm doing now. Just
Great.
with one more kid. Maybe 2 more.
Just keep sending baby pictures. I need them all.
I knew I wanted to have at least 3, because when I had Carson, if I thought about my next one being my last one, it made me feel sad.
Yeah.
And then after I had Daisy, I would think about my next one being my last one and I wouldn't feel sad. But now we're kind of thinking about maybe starting to try again here in a couple of months.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes me sad that it might be the last one. So I think I could see myself being one of those people who has like 3 closer together, and then like a few years later is feeling like we just need a bonus baby, and then like
and then you get in your 40s and you're like, let's have a puppy.
But like, as long as my husband's job allows for me to be able to work from home, or to be a stay-at-home mom,
yeah,
I want to stay at home as long as my kids are in elementary school. Like, once all of my kids are in middle school and higher, then I would like to, I'm really interested. I want to go back to school and get my degree to be an elementary school librarian.
Oh, nice.
I would love that so much. Like, I definitely do not want to go back to the classroom. Absolutely 100%. I do not. I am done with that.
I said that for a while, but now I'm like,
I'm done. Like, when I left, I was like, I'm so done with this. Like, yeah. I love to death the kids, but I just cannot anymore with like the parents and the rules and like
the testing. Yeah.
Like, all of that. I'm just like, I'm done. And my favorite always is books and reading. And I love helping kids find that book that they love. I love reading kids. And so that's why I feel like I would love to be a librarian.
Yeah.
And so once all of my kids are in school, I would love to do that. But I would love to continue to be a stay-at-home mom while they're in elementary, so that I can like be the mom that can like go on the field trips and help in the classroom and volunteer at school and like help the teacher cut out the lamination, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Fun. So you can be in their classrooms volunteering. That's actually how I ended up a teacher. I didn't know I wanted to be a teacher. I volunteered so much that the teacher the following year was like, do you want to be my aide? And then I was like, okay. And then my husband was getting out of the military and they said that I couldn't be an aide anymore, but I could be a substitute teacher. So I was a sub as I went to college to become a teacher.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Hey, Tim, online teacher dude is here. He said, hi, Kasie and Paige and everyone. Gosh, it's been a while since I have caught your live. I know, Tim. I feel the same way because I've been in yoga during his lives, but I always watch the replays. I try anyway. So awesome. All right. So super exciting. What are great teaching resources that you've come across besides your own teacher pay teacher and Etsy shop that we're all going to check out?
So I actually have 4 written down that I love and have really helped me. The first was Learning Crafts. Lydia.
Oh yeah, she's great.
She has a YouTube channel. She's the one who got me started with drawing. I watched all of her videos about how to draw with students, and like that is pretty much the only reward I ever do anymore. Like they get a star and then we draw a picture.
What if you're terrible at drawing? Can you still do it?
Okay, my favorite thing to do with them is to draw with my eyes closed. They think it's
then I have an excuse.
Hilarious. Like I even have in here, I've got like a bunch of stars. This is actually a freebie in my store, my teacher pay teacher store. Etsy doesn't let you do free stuff. You have to pay for it. So my freebies are just in my teachers pay teacher store. Okay. But this is actually for draw your own star, but I use it for this a lot. It's just stars with random things like something you can play with, dog, like they all have different ideas. So I'll just reach in here and pull out something, you know, like panda. And then the student and myself, we both close our eyes and then we draw with our eyes shut, whatever it is that we're supposed to draw. It's so funny. And we are just dying laughing. So if you can't draw, just draw with your eyes closed and make it funny. And then they love it.
Perfect. Thanks.
I do love the roller drawings that I've made. A bunch of them. They're really pretty simple, most of them. And really, I think anybody, like even if you think you can't draw, I think anybody can do it. And the kids, they love it. I also love this step-by-step drawing book. This is kind of what I started with. It's
Usborne.
Yes, they're super duper simple drawings. Like it walks you through step by step. Like here's how to do a bird.
Oh, that's cute.
It's just like curves and triangles. You know, like it's not super intricate and fancy. I love to use this for. I'll draw with what do you think it is? So I'll draw part of it. What do you think it is? What do you think it is? You know, and they love that too. I did a YouTube video about drawing, about the different ways that I'll draw with them.
Have you seen Rebecca F's father, her dad? He's also a VIPKid teacher, Bob Bishop. He's a magician.
Oh,
he does these tile things and he'll ask them and it's upside down until the very last one when he turns it. That was pretty cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
So she really, really helps me a lot. And I love Teach and Be Happy, Alyssa. She makes the cutest dino stars. Like all her dino stars are so cute. Like look at these.
Cute.
They're
I don't know her. I'll have to look her up.
She has a Teachers Pay Teacher shop. Her dino stuff is so cute. She also has, my kids all love these Hello Kitty ones that she made.
Mm-hmm. If you think about it, Paige, will you send me the links to their shops too, so I can?
Yes,
I can add them. We can put it down there for people.
I love, like, I seriously, sometimes I love her stars more than mine. I'm like, they're so fun. Like,
You're so funny.
I also love Teacher Anna. She's on Instagram, and she has just started making stars, and I love her. I used her. She made these like Halloween ones.
Aw,
they are really cute. I don't have them with me because I just printed them off, and my friend is cutting them out for me. Her her Christmas stars are so cute.
Aww.
She made these like emoji like face stars. They're really cute too. I love those.
Cute.
And then I also love Crafts by Ange, Teacher Angie. I know that you interview her a little while ago.
I do know her, yes.
So yes, she made me these custom paint slats. And I love these. I love to use them too for like a reveal I discovered.
I remember asking her, like, does the glitter come off? Because I'm not touching it.
Yeah.
That's what she told me.
It doesn't come off. It's like magic. And then I have these, like, these just stay up all the time. And then I put their star on top.
Cute.
So these are hers as well.
Okay.
And they're so beautiful. I just, in fact, ordered a bunch of other stuff from her shop because she'd had, like, a Black Friday special. So I ordered some more things. I got like some snowflakes to decorate with and some hearts. Like her stuff is so cute. But
I need to redo my background. It looks terrible in Zoom, but actually I'm zoomed in the classroom more. So I'm only like this big in the classroom.
It looks too. Like it's like cutting off Dino's head. See, like this says VIPKid.
Yeah.
But in the VIPKid classroom, you can see it.
Yeah.
Like the like size is different, but
we talked about that on Collaboration Station Monday.
And they think it's so funny. Like I'll try to like get in Dino's mouth, and then they laugh.
That's awesome. You're so much fun. I want to be your student.
I want you to be my student.
Awesome. Well, that is all I have. I don't see any more questions. James mentioned a resource he likes is twinkle.com. He gets lots of material from there.
Nice. I'll just check it out.
Twinkle without an E at the end. So twinkle.com. Cool. We'll have to look it up. No. All right. Paige, thank you so much. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, yes, it has. Thank you so much.
And squish those cheeks for me.
Yes, I will.
All right, everyone in the chat, thank you so much for coming. Please make sure to check out Paige's links below. She's got an awesome link tree link at the bottom. It's very easy to check out all that she has in one spot. I need to make one. I want to make one for Collaboration Station. So she's inspired me to get that done quick.
Yes.
And
on there, on the link tree, there's also a link to all of the free stars that I've ever made that I posted.
That's awesome.
You know, back when I started, there's well over 100 sets.
Wow.
But those are only the printable PDFs.
That's great.
That doesn't have, and I'm doing for Christmas, I'm doing free stars every day of Christmas stars that are going to be added to that link. So
I am so excited. My little guy that loves dinosaurs, and I love dinosaurs. I don't know how many people know that I love to learn about dinosaurs, even when I was a kid. Quick little 2-second story. I wrote to Kellogg's because they had the wrong name on a dinosaur. And I was like, no, this one has a bump on it. It has this name. And they sent me coupons for more cereal.
That's awesome. Yes.
But I love dinosaurs. So I am so excited to have these Christmas dinosaurs. Okay, and I think my favorite is like the eggs. Who puts eggs on a star? That's so cute. I love the dinosaur eggs. So
one time, okay, in that free star set, there's actually an entire set of egg stars. Okay, because someone was like, my student loves eggs. Can I have stars with eggs on them? So it's just a giant set of stars with all different types of eggs. Scrambled, honey side up, eggs Benedict, eggs like, you know, in the bowl with the ramen, all the ways. Like they're so funny. Like
that is so cool. James said it's nice to meet you, Paige, and thanks again, Kasie. Thanks, James.
Bye, James. Thanks.
Bye, Paige, and everybody. Bye. Thank you guys so much. Bye.
Bye.